notes. The Pack-Lax surprisingly works till 5, so we can get have a cow. So we can also get trucks in the top. We're able to get make a splash, Jinjos, and with the Pack-Lax, we are able to get blue crest. We're also able to get one honeycomb and one glowbone. As Banjo, we're easily able to make it over to the top. Here we can collect 20 notes, and these notes we can get with the glitch with the Pack-Lax, which lets us climb up slopes. We can also collect the honeycomb that's here. We need 4 Jiggies to get 2 Glitter Shrine, but we get an extra Jiggy because of the Jinjo patterns. We're able to collect all 100 notes here. These 20 notes can be kind of tricky because we have to use the Pack-Lax glitch. We are able to get Darkness Visible over the falls. Usually you would grab a pair of turbo trainers, press on the switch, and run to the gate. Banjo is not fast enough on his own to get to the gate in time. But by using the warp pad strategically, we can actually make it to the gate in time. Once Banjo is through the gate, he can easily collect the Jiggy. Once here, we can jump down into the flooded gates, and we can easily swim to collect the Jiggy down the wrong pipe. For Jinjos, we're able to get Tunnel Vision and Toxic Trip. We are able to get 2 honeycomb pieces here, one in the trade station. Then by using a Pack-Lax link, we're able to get the honeycomb that's in the folder. We are able to get 2 globals, one of them requires the Pack-Lax left. And the Cheeto page on top of the Glitter Gulch mine at Germany, and at the bottom of the water tank in water storage. In waterfall caverns, we can use a trick called Sack Pack Levitation. This works when the game thinks you're in the water when you're not. From there, we can jump out of bounds and make it to the Hailfire Peaks Mega Globo room. Since we collected the ice key earlier, we can use this ice key to collect the Mega Globo. Normally, you would have to use fire eggs to reach Pine Grove, but here's our storm. Found a whirling cool way to get out of bounds on the plateau as Banjo. Using a series of Pack-Lax, we're actually able to make it to Pine Grove. In Pine Grove, we can collect 20 notes, and we have enough Jiggies to enter, which you will. We're able to collect 80 notes here. And these things are incredibly difficult to get, because we gotta go out of bounds with a series of Pack-Lax. But in the end, we can collect them. The 20 notes that we're missing are from the treble clef behind the van door. So you're only able to get 1 Jiggy here, which is Take a Dive. For Jinjos, we're able to get Big Top Jinjos with some Pack-Lax. If we jump down on this platform, we're able to get Edgy Jinjo. And using a series of Pack-Lax, we're also able to get Chrome Dome. We're able to get the Pump Room Honeycomb with just a Pack-Lax. We can get the honeycomb on top of Star Spinners by walking across the brook. By jumping from this platform, we're able to get to one of the Wigmas, where we can get a Globo. And using Grip Grab, we're able to get a Cheeto page. Here's our storm found an incredible way to skip from Pine Grove to Wasteland. For this, we do a bunch of Pack-Lax, and we also then do a Sack Pack. From there, we can make it onto the second Congo fight, which we can easily win. In Wasteland, we can collect 20 notes and a Jinjo. Since we're nowhere near the 20 Jiggies needed to enter Pterodactyl Land, that ends Banjo's run. So this is the new chart with the addition of Banjo. Banjo is able to get 2 additional Jiggies because of his Jinjo pattern. So Banjo can beat every single transformation except for the Deuce. Now for Solo Kazoo. It's not about using like this Cheeto pig. You can also use a grenade to break the tree to get the pink egg. And we can fly over to the waterfall, release our glider to enter the tunnel, and then we can collect.
I'll get more for this house.
Like we would be able to get the Jinjo in the doing unable to swim. Talent Torpedo is actually a sheriff's move that you can't do in game alone. Now that takes us to the public play. Way back and unable to challenge one of those. Because Banjo
Now I got this one.
Kazooie is able to make some with and do some colorful like Trouble Clap. They're also able to get the Jiggy from DJ. You're also able to fly over to get the ice. In Wooden Hollow,
I like this one.
Jingle Fest, and then one Jiggy
Look how
collect
pretty it
to make our way over to the end of Here we can collect all of our notes. Since we can shoot eggs, we can collect half a cow. Here's our storm found this clip to get out of bounds. Since we're out of bounds, we can look at the Jiggy State Road. Here we can get the Jiggy's Due to Statue Stomp, and Paranoia will destroy ya. We're able to clip into the Kickball Stadium lobby, and then to the Kickball Stadium. But in the arena, it just shows up as 400, but we can't collect the Jiggy. We can select to the top. We can also use grenade eggs so we can enter prison compound. From there, we can get Gibbon the Boot and Pester the Pillars. Although we can't swim, we're still able to collect Naked Splash if we jump down from high enough. We can get God Jinjo, Food Rescue, and Just a Jinjo Jump. We're able to get all 3 honeycomb peaks here. One of them requires entering the treasure chamber, which we can easily open since we can fire eggs.
I want to mow my yard, but I don't think I can.
Oh, it's hard. Oh my god.
Oh, why you got worried? You can't do nothing wrong.
What do you have to worry about?
I'm not wearing dirty underwear.
In this town,
I'm a good person.
in this
Are you serious? A robot?
So it's that time of year again that we take. So it's that time of year again that we take a look at some of the best video game Easter eggs and hidden details of game lot. And
Oh,
we're
sweet.
going to list things to one Easter egg and one detail per game, just to add some variety. And of course, most of these will have been seen on the channel before. But you can't expect me to make a video of the best Easter egg in detail and not include stuff I've already covered. As always, I'd love to hear what your favourite
That's it.
Easter egg or hidden detail
That is it. It's all
was. So let me know in the comments. And without further delay, right, let's begin with one of my favourite games of 2020.
down.
And the game itself is an even better get down. One, you can choose to add all kinds of things to your product to create new benefit strength. I also way from a humble and crisp all the way through the war side. Yes, with well, if you said any strain of wheat and mix it with Viagra, you tropic thunder strain. And if you're curious about what this does, allow me to demonstrate.
That's it. This is all in place.
So Tropic Thunder, which are encouragement black, is as far as Starlight. Correct. Now, the phrase Tropic Frame is actually a reference to the excellent 2008 movie Tropic Thunder, where Robert Downey Jr. played an actor who gets so into his role that when he cast to play a black man, he changed the colour of his skin. Is a great script that references an equally quickly. Now, Death Stranding 2 is a Hideo Kojima game, which means that it's not only full of Easter eggs and secrets, but also details that 99% of people won't even notice. Here, take a look at how Sam broke this container. So that's a pretty decent throw. Well, let's see how far he can throw using his left hand. So the distance that Sam can throw to reach depends on which hand he uses. With his right hand being his dominant hand, he means that his throws a lot further when compared to his left. I don't know about you, but I think it's really unnecessary, also really great. Now, you'd need to learn that the Death Stranding
I know.
thread that I've decided to include isn't the nightmare-inducing scene of pigs in sand, as in another term.
There's
It is instead Hideo Kojima being Hideo Kojima. When resting in a hot spring, Sam can
this sort of small video like expected.
isolate. Most of these can be said. Well, they make it very well with their family, but one of them
I like this. Middle of nowhere. Nice.
So in the night sky, you should
Trees,
make
no.
the Death Stranding creator Hideo. I mean, at this point, this really going to be a surprise. So to prove how quickly time flies, I'm going to take this moment to remind you that Atom Ball released this year, which is wild to me, as it feels like I played it ages ago. Anyway, Atom Ball was another 2025 release that had loads of Easter eggs in it. I think my personal favourite was a nod to a British classic. At this location on the map, you can find this. So, first on top of the hill was a skeleton and a yellow Mini Cooper in a way that we definitely broke multiple trucks. Now, if you're from the UK, you probably recognise that this was a reference to straight away.
That's
If you didn't, this rebel driver is actually a nod to Mr. Bean and this icon. See? Now, if you've ever played a fantasy RPG, you probably feel hundreds if not thousands of plots, and not given it a second thought. Well, it's worth remembering that plots have themes. In Oblivion Remastered, if you go to this location on the map, you can find. So, wondering where you can find a dead troll, which is a little bit cliche, but what can you do? Well, if you take a closer look at the troll, you can find a note written by the creature, which explains that the troll was having a crisis of confidence, as nobody was paying the toll to cross his bridge. The troll thinks that it's because he's been scary, so he decides to drown his sorrows before drowning in the river, which is kind of sad. So next time you face off against the troll, make sure they're emotionally okay first, and then kill them. Now, despite removing a lot of stuff that made the games great, the Tony Hawk 3 and 4 remake was still pretty good in its own right. I mean, even if they did use career mode from Tony Hawk 4, and that's the part that made the game so good, by the way, they did give us something in return. On the Skater Island level, you can find this. So we might not have actual career mode of Tony Hawk 4, but we do have it in
Oh, it's hard for me.
admittedly,
Like I could prove it to you right now.
actual
I like
Tony
that.
Hawk 4 remaster, I know which one I'm choosing. And yes, Tony Hawk 4 done well. So there is a fine line between inspiration and reference and just straight up stealing someone's intellectual property. I mean, some companies are more hot on this than others, but if there was one company
You make sure the camera wasn't on.
Nintendo, who seemed to
It's
always
on.
give someone who there within the direction.
Camera's up
That's
here.
why I was so surprised by you waiting.
It'll be red, right?
You see, this quest.
It would show up